Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Berseria. Last time I rambled about tabletop shit, and we also saved a child and also destroyed a village. That was fun. Let's trigger some cutscenes and then we'll get going to... Oh wait, we're already in Logres. Huh. Never mind. We will go to Logres after... Or we'll actually travel to Logres after I'm done triggering cutscenes.
Just when are we going to be allowed free access through Vortigern? Having to go all the way around it every time is far too inconvenient. If they insist on building a big gate over the sea, the least they can do is let honest folk through it.
I get why you're upset, but maybe they just haven't been able to devote the resources to fix it after those savage demons wrecked the place. Look, those demons who attacked Helaves are still on the loose, aren't they?
Yep. Standing right here.
From what I heard, the demons who wrecked Vortigern were the same ones that killed the High Priest.
What? No way. Wait a minute. The High Priest was killed?
Yeah. The official story is that he's injured or sick or something, but I heard differently.
Then no wonder they haven't had time for Vortigern. I hope the Abbey finds those demons quick. Those monsters need to pay for what they did.
Looks like our infamy is growing by the day.
Maybe they've even put a bounty on us by now.
They keep embellishing our escapades, though. I'm honestly a little hurt they're calling us monsters.
The more they embellish, the easier it is for us to get around. Confusion and panic will only help us.
Yeah, if they'd have less of an idea of what you look like, then the town isn't really going to know who you are very well, and it's just going to kind of fuck things up for them. What does this area look like? Huh. Can I actually go into the storehouse, the one I burned down? Ah, it's still actually all, like, charred over here. That's nice. I like little details like that in my Vigi games. Alright, let's, trigger the other person, and then we'll start heading our way to, the city capital, and then trigger the, next story event. And, oh! There's one more person to talk to over here.
Alright, everything's all fixed up. Now to polish this ship from top to bottom.
You really throw your back into your work, don't you?
Why shouldn't I? The Von Eltia is our pride and joy, our weapon. And most importantly, our home.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but she's one odd-looking ship.
The Von Eltia was built by the Kingdom 12 years ago, using the very best technology available. She was designed for search and seizure operations on the high seas. Apparently, her unusual design comes from an engineer who is familiar with technology from the far continent.
But on her maiden voyage, a string of mysterious accidents took the lives of the captain, then the second, and then the third in command. People thought the ship was bad luck. She was about to be scrapped when Captain Ifrid came and snatched her for himself.
If the ship was bad luck, why did Ifrid want it?
Well, I'm sure part of it was that he wanted a sturdy ship, capable of reaching the far continent. But when I asked him why, he said, "She looks interesting."
She's too interesting if you ask me. We've been chased by storms, struck by icebergs, attacked by a giant whale. You name it.
3 years ago when the first mate arrived, it all made sense. To think we'd been haunted by a Reaper the whole time.
Oh, come on. Don't go blaming the captain and the first mate for every bad thing that happens. I bet you're all just frustrated because you're forced to go where they tell you.
None of us are forced to be here. We're here because we choose to be here. And we do so fully knowing what sort of men the captain and the first mate are.
Anyone can leave the crew whenever they like. We're free pirates, each of us, here because we want to be. Some of us love adventure, some are looking to test their fate, and some are just searching for a good place to die. We're a ragtag bunch of rogues, that's for sure. But not a one of us has died carrying regret or resentment.
So we're glad to help out you and yours. But you'd best not forget what we stand for.
I won't.
They're quite the crew, aren't they?
Were all those accidents truly caused by your power?
Yeah. I've been searching far and wide for a way to lift the Reaper's curse. But when I couldn't find a single thread to follow on this continent, I turned my eyes to the other side of the ocean.
And that's why you boarded this ship.
And a fine ship she is. The Von Eltia was built from 1,000-year-old wood, you know. Before I found my coin, she was my vessel. But then the accidents came.
And then Ifrid stole the ship. Did he know you were on board?
Definitely. He had pretty solid resonance going for him. Although at first, I think he assumed I was just a dour-eyed lubber worthy of little notice.
I suppose being a Reaper tends to take its toll like that.
No argument there. But still, whether they could see me or not, they didn't act any differently at all. I fought my damn curse with everything I had. And Ifrit and his crew fought right along with me. Hell, we even finally made it to the far continent.
And you didn't find anything there? To help with your curse?
I didn't even look.
But that's why you went there, isn't it?
Eventually, I just got tired of fighting back. The crew, they taught me how to feel alive. And the joy of pursuing my dreams alongside good friends.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's go to Logres now. I cannot go through the front door. That's interesting. The highway's closed up. The army won't suffer another embarrassment attack from the Imperial throne. That's fun. So, I gotta take the long way home then. Alright, fine. Fuck you. Hi, we'll just block this off. We won't get another attack because there's no other way to do this. Ugh. Isn't closing the entire highway stupid when you can just station more guards at the front? Just, you know, keep a better eye on things? Wouldn't that make more sense? Oh, well, whatever.
The Bloodwing butterflies operate in the Empire's shadows. Not even the Abbey knows their full scope beyond whispers and rumor. And you all have a connection to them, don't you?
Dark and interconnected is the underworld. We've heard voices in the shadows, glimpsed faces behind paper-thin masks.
The attack on High Priest Gideon. Was that at their behest?
Yeah, the Bloodwings asked us to take him out.
We did it in exchange for information that could lead us to Artorias.
Information? You would assassinate a man for mere information?
Yes. Information on the shepherd who rules the world. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
We just work with them when our interests align. Nothing more.
That's the kind of thin justification I'd expect to hear from them, too.
But the Bloodwings were acting upon knowledge that the High Priest was harming the people of the city.
You're right. The incident with the nectar was the church's failing. And it seems that the Bloodwing Butterfly Network goes further and deeper than we had thought.
They knew about the barrier at the throne, too.
And Velvet's expertise at dove mimicry.
Would you stop bringing that up?
Dove mimicry? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
There was a dove near the dock checkpoint. That's all.
Right! It was a black, full-chested dove, wasn't it? Cuckoo!
Black, full-chested dove? Is that some sort of underworld code word?
Fucking idiots, the lot of you. You're a bunch of morons. I'm trying to think of something to talk about, because I kind of burned through all the tabletop stuff real quick.
Here we are, back in Logres. It was a lot tougher to get in the first time.
More funny than tough, if you ask me.
Oh, you mean Velvet's little dove act?
Coo, coo. I'd be careful teasing her if I were you. You know how she can get.
Oh, don't act like you didn't enjoy it too. I'm sure you did, right? Good little boys don't lie to adults, you know.
I might have. Just a little.
Say it like a dove.
It was funny. Coo, coo.
Is Inominat's book so difficult? Grimoire seemed perplexed by it.
Yeah. She said it was written in ancient Avarost, a language that uses Impressionist script.
I've never heard of Impressionist script.
Each character can have many different meanings and readings, depending on the emotion it's expressing, and the way it relates to the characters around it. Some modest records on its grammar and structure survive, but none that say how to read the emotion the characters express. Grimoire said that you have to recreate the writer's feelings as a sort of starting point in order to read it.
I see. And you have a talent for that sort of thing?
I guess I do.
But a script based on emotions? That's as far removed from modern language as can be.
Yeah, it's completely unrelated apparently.
How can it be completely unrelated?
After the temperance of Avarost, the entirety of human civilization vanished. The language went with it.
Much as a blooming flower loses its petals, the Avarost civilization grew too far and came to its final end. The surviving buildings and ancient tools, the likes of which our technology cannot replicate, were the beginning of that end.
In any case, it sounds like deciphering that writing will take quite a while.
Yeah, no, it will. Let's go fight some shit, because I gotta check our level. Make sure that we're... Oh, God, yeah, we should do some fighting today. This is taking a lot longer than I think it should. But, I guess I'll give you, like, a funny tidbit about myself in terms of RPGs. So here's the funny thing, I'm actually pretty into RPGs nowadays. But, I kind of discovered what my issue was, but I'll, you know, kind of just say this bit. Back when I was younger, especially, like, when I was, like, middle school and high school age, I actually really didn't like role-playing games. Specifically turn-based ones. Which I do like them, nowadays I do. What I learned was, like, there were a number that I liked, but, what my problem was, for many years, it wasn't that they were slow, even that's what I'd usually say. It's like, it's slow, I want to just be able to move myself, blah. As I got older, I kind of started liking them. It could be because, you know, as you get older, your reflexes slow down. Like, around college, I started actually playing more and more, turn-based games. And getting into them. But there were a couple when I was younger that I was into. Like, I like Breath of Fire 3. I used to play a shit ton of the old Pokemon games. I played a lot of... But yeah, it was mostly stuff like that. I missed him. This time I won't. But, I think what it was... So the PS2 era... So the PS1 and SNES eras both had some really good role-playing games. But I think the PS2 era had a lot of really, like, schlocky, like, JRPGs, specifically. Which I think is what led to, more popularity in the Western RPG type style game. Which, nowadays I'm less into. Like, I don't even know if I was really into it back then. But I tend to like Japanese ones more. Oh! Let's trigger this. Oh, this is that one special boss that I was gonna fight earlier. Let's do it now, why not? Oh, he's actually an orc, that's kinda funny. But, what was it? Yeah, we're way above this guy's pay grade now. 'Cause that was a long time ago. Oh, shit. I got knocked down. But I'm gonna get back up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down. Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, in college I started playing a lot more JRPGs, and I realized a lot of them from the PS1 era. Oh.
That thing was pretty strong.
You just wanted something good to train on.
I'm not in it just for myself. If I get stronger, I'll be more helpful in your battles. This counts towards the repayment of my debt.
But you don't deny at least part of it was for yourself.
Of course not. Every true swordsman wants to train so they can improve themselves.
It might be a little late to ask, but what debt exactly are you repaying, Rokuro?
My sword is my life. When I was separated from it, Velvet told me where to find it. Also, she broke me free from a 500-year-long prison sentence.
You say that like it's an afterthought.
And that's why I can't fully trust you.
I don't follow. Us Rangetsu men are renowned for our sense of duty and commitment.
Actually, now that you mention it, Rangetsu's a pretty unusual last name.
I heard your family specializes in unconventional swords and fighting styles.
That's true. Our ancestor was a swordsman from way off in another country who came to this land a long time ago.
A foreign swordsman, huh? I guess that explains why your swords and techniques stand out so much.
He had quite a hard time getting by in this unusual land, until he was taken in by an aristocratic family. Ever since, the Rangetsu clan has accepted the rule of their benefactors and has served them in repayment of their debt.
Serve them as bodyguards?
Bodyguards, assassins, spies, body doubles.
Whatever the order, your family will carry it through.
Always return that which you've borrowed, even if you must repay it with your life. That was our ancestors' creed. In truth, 4 of my 5 older brothers are dead. You have to admit, we take our sense of duty seriously.
Yeah.
All right, I get it. You and your family are all tied to your sense of honor.
That seems to be the case. We can count on him. As long as he's on our side, at least.
Oh, come on, that's not fair.
But yeah, I just kind of, for whatever reason, I feel like the PS2 era had a lot of really bad JRPGs. It had great stuff. Like, I love Persona 4, but overall, I would say when it comes to JRPGs, I don't have as many from the PS2, though there are some really good ones. Where am I supposed to go again? Okay. But PS1, I was playing a lot of those again, playing a lot of like PS1 ones, a lot of like Genesis, I think S era ones in college for whatever reason. And I'm kind of more into them now. I like having an RPG to play, though I don't always have one to play. I mean, I'm playing this on LP. That's different than me casually playing one, or not casually, like soaking in a couple hours or so every night playing one. Though I know I'm going to be having but yeah, both Kingdom Hearts 3 and Tales of Vesperia are coming out the same month, I think? I think they're both in January.
I hope I did a good job.
But, actually, that reminds me, I gotta remember to pre-order Kingdom Hearts 3. Now let's fight these two idiots. Why not? But yeah, I think what it was there was a lot of RPGs, especially in the PS2 era, where they were built with like a really shitty grindy system, and a lot of times you were just doing basic attacks, not really using your spells for grinding, and just kind of just hitting the square button repeatedly until you killed something. In fact, that's kind of an issue that I had with like Final Fantasy 10 too, was I just found little use of using my spells unless it was an important fight. 10-2 had similar issues, though 10-2 at least had the action battle thing, so sometimes I would just do something in a jam. But, and, you know, Final Fantasy X had the system that they took from Breath of Fire 4. I always tell people when they talk about how good the Final Fantasy X's battle system is, I just tell them, hey, play Breath of Fire 4, it's the same battle system, and it's a better game. Better story, better everything. But, oh god, I could make fun of Final Fantasy X, but I've done that so many times, I don't feel like there's any point in me doing it. I've done it so many times over the years, because I just find that game to be really, really poorly written. Like, this game has a lot of plot twists in it, and they all make sense, they all have, like, foreshadowing, they all work, and, like, Tales games are usually pretty well done. Even their weak ones are better than a lot of, like, Final Fantasy, in my opinion. And they're just better written games. But, yeah, I don't really enjoy the, Final Fantasy series as a whole. There's a couple games that I really like in it. Like, I like 9. I have a guilty pleasure with 8. I think, 7 I think is just okay. 6 is good. 10's not very good. 10-2 is a little better, but I'll explain in a second why. It's mainly for the ending.
Man, the capital sure is big.
Yeah, with historical buildings and artisans and all, there's much of interest here for a boy who loves to learn.
Uh-huh.
Sightseeing's nice and all, but don't wander off and get lost.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Don't worry about him. He can take care of himself.
I know. I was just saying.
So, what I like about Final Fantasy X too, so I do like the combat system, but what I like about it better, not the overall story, I like the theming and a specific ending. The theming of moving on and kind of going on with your lives after, you know, whatever kind of big shit happened. For Yuna, I feel like the ending where Titus doesn't come back is better, because then it shows how she's moved on and grown as a person. And that's why I think that ending's the better one, and the one where he comes back is crap. I mean, also the plot twist of him being a dream is stupid and makes no sense, but like I said, I don't want to talk too much about Final Fantasy X.
You look like travelers. I have some good news for you. The restrictions on travel to the Aldina Plains are going to be lifted soon. The road's opening back up!
So, that's the latest word on the streets?
Ha! I see what you did there.
I try to liven things up around here.
Well, ever since Lord Artorias became the Shepherd, demon attacks have gone down. The world's filled with hardships, but perhaps things are starting to go in the right direction.
Perhaps. The demons who nearly destroyed Helives are still skipping about on the loose, though.
What?
And just the other day, a village near Isolde was destroyed by the demon blight. Guess the capital doesn't mind, though.
What?
Don't worry about it. Your shepherd and the Abbey are going to save the world, right?
Listening to you has kinda gotten me all nervous again. If you hear any other scary stories, let me know, please.
You got one with fresh blood, melted bodies. Oh, maybe that tale about the demon doll that comes alive.
If you're going to waste time, we're leaving you here.
Well, that's enough of this detour then. Sorry to be such a drag.
Wait! That doll one sounded really cool!
Fucking Magilu. God, I love the characters in this game. Honestly, that's another thing. Tales does better character writing. Which, you know what, I'll trigger this cutscene first.
What's with this crowd?
Modulu's troupe just put on a real show. Man, it was the best. Her dancing was every bit as great as I'd heard.
Wow, the Modulu? Surely you mean Magilu. Has my time to bask in fame finally come at long last?
No, we're talking about Majulu, not Magilu.
You know, Lulu, the famous dancer? She actually goes by the majestic Lulu, but everyone calls her Majulu.
Just watching the beauty of her dance, you can't help but feel like maybe everything's gonna turn out okay in the world.
Sounds like a pretty cheerful act she has.
Cheerful? This is all a ripoff! She's just trying to pass off as Magilu's menagerie and profit from our good name!
What?
What good name? We don't actually perform anything.
I was planning on getting started eventually, but now this con artist comes along and ruins everything!
I can't just
Yeah.
ignore that, you know.
It's Majulu!
You did great today, Majulu. I loved it.
Thank you so much. But according to my teacher, I still have a long way to go. I'll work hard to do better next time, so I hope you'll come see me.
Majulu's teacher is a dancer named Balta, whose immense talent brought him all the fame in the world. But Balta suffered a tragic injury that took him forever from the stage, and now Majulu was working hard to carry out his dream.
So, you're Majulu then?
I am. My teacher and I work really hard to put on performances that'll leave a lasting impact. And I refuse to let anyone call me a phony.
Oh? And how do you propose to stop me? Taking it to the stage and seeing which one of us can better hold a crowd?
Yes, that's just what I was hoping for.
Lulu, don't go around picking petty fights.
But sir, this woman, she...
You should know better. If you have the energy to spare spitting vitriol at people, you should refocus that anger into moving your body. If you need to express yourself, do it on the stage.
Yes, sir. You're right. Teacher, is the pain acting up again?
It's no matter. What does pain compare to losing the ability to dance? Anyway, what matters is how you're holding up.
I'm fine, sir.
Good. Then let's head back and practice some more.
He seems strict.
He does. But keep in mind that Balta recognized her talent at a young age. He even adopted her so he could pass on everything he knew. He might be strict, but only because he believes in her.
You sure know an awful lot about them.
I'm sort of a fan of theirs, you could say.
A teacher and his student, chasing after the same dream. What a sweet little story they have. That's why I think it's high time for Magilu's Menagerie to put on a show. And for our act, we'll be a comedy duo.
Comedy? Where'd you get that idea?
You heard me propose a challenge to little Majulu, right? But not one of you knows a single acrobatic trick.
Sorry. Don't apologize. You couldn't have seen this coming.
Well, you could act like you feel a little bad at least. Now, normally I'd make you guys do something flashy like jump through a ring of fire, but I'll be magnanimous and let you do comedy instead. With comedy, I can take control of the stage and keep things lively. I can feed you the audience on a platter.
But going on the same stage as Modulu, it's too much to handle.
Oh, I can't wait to take her down a peg or two.
I'm out. I don't even know why you're bothering. It's hopeless.
It's not hopeless. Plus, if we do well, we'll be raking in the dough. What better opportunity do we have to get started than now? After all, people will come thinking we're Majulu's troupe.
You're sure eager to profit off of her good name.
That's exactly the material I want. Keep throwing out such zingers and the audience will be in stitches.
I'm not sure I follow, but okay.
The only thing getting thrown out is gonna be you.
You know, I think you could pull off being the straight man in our act.
What? Keep your compliments to yourself.
This plan might sound dumb, but more money never hurts.
That's true.
Not you too.
Then it's settled. Now we just need to book ourselves a few gigs. I've got an in with all the stage directors in town. For now, I think everyone should pair up so we can figure out just what sort of comedy chops you all have. Everybody?
Even me?
Certainly. Each one of you is a part of Magilu's menagerie, after all.
I'm not so sure about this.
Yeah, I feel you there, kid. We got another one of these damn things. Also, yeah, let's just... Oh, wait. Expeditions. Get that done.
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
I know that's from one of the games, but I don't remember which one. We actually have everything from every area. So... let's just go somewhere random until we get another place. Hey, yo.
Whenever I hear Magilu's name, I can't help but think of Magilanica.
Magilanica? Who's that?
Oh, she's just a girl who worked as part of the freak show. Talked to spirits nobody else could see.
That's her, all right. She had many mysterious powers, like moving things without touching them and divining where people would find lost objects. For a time, people called her the Little Witch. She was pretty popular.
Thanks to her, the rest of the troupe took in plenty of cash. Or so I hear.
Yeah, but eventually they took it too far, and the kingdom tried them for heresy. I hear Magilanica was subjected to really brutal torture.
True fact. Everyone knows this story.
Well, I've never heard it.
That's not too surprising. It all took place when I was a young woman myself.
Remind me, Magilo. How old are you again?
What? How old would you say I am?
Well, from your reaction, I can at least tell you're not my age.
Fucking... Alright, yeah, I gotta go to the inn. There's a lot of dialogue here, jeez. But, for Final Fantasies I like, the one, funny enough, with Vaughn I liked, the one with, like, Vaughn, Captain Bosch. I always forget if it's 12 or 11. I always fuck up with it comes to those. I think it's 12. Numbers get a little screwy after that. I think you all know how I feel about 13.
When will the High Priest return to us? Keep this between us, but I heard Lord Gideon was killed by demons. Surely that's not true.
It most certainly is true.
Hey, shh! They'll hear you. I know someone who works in the palace, and he said the demon was a girl with the head of a wolf and the body of a gorilla. But how could a demon have gotten into the palace? Apparently, there was a power struggle among the higher-ups, and Gideon's enemies snuck the demon into his villa. They say that's why people sometimes heard terrifying screams coming from the place. Oh, is the demon still there? No idea. Rumor says she escaped, but I wouldn't worry. There's no way she'd stick around here.
That's what you think. She's right here, so you'd better watch out.
Stop messing around already.
I mean, she's not wrong, though. That's the funny part. And then 14, which I believe was the other MMO I never played, and I never played 15. And don't really have any plans to play it, to be honest.
The nights are so cold of late. It's gotten harder to get flamestone, too.
I hear the port at Helavis is at a near standstill. No matter how much flamestone they mine from Mount Killerhouse, they can't get it shipped out. I'm sure the Abbey is aware of the situation. It's not just us who are suffering. we have to endure.
Times like these is when we need to practice Lord Artorias' teachings. The many outweigh the individual.
Exactly. I'm sure Lord Artorias will think of us soon and send aid.
He doesn't give a damn about any of you.
How dare you!
The many outweigh the individual, right? Artorias wants to save humanity as a whole. Your individual troubles aren't important to him.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Aren't we part of the whole he wants to save?
What happy fools.
Sorry about that. She didn't get to see his speech, so she's been taking it out on everyone around her.
Really? What a troublesome kid.
But really, that speech was incredible.
She's not wrong, though. That's the thing. She's absolutely right. Like, doesn't give a damn. That's, she's not. That's the funny. I just think it's funny. Like, she knows the their way of working even better than they do. These are some of the creatures that you can fight. These are like the EXE bosses you can fight. There's a lot you can do in this game. I've never even finished this game 100%. One day, maybe I should one day, because this is one of my favorite RPGs.
Eleanor, I need you to wait outside. The boss of the Bloodwings knows an exorcist is with us, but...
Say no more. I'm sure they have clients who wouldn't appreciate their faces being known to the Abbey.
Correct. Laphicet, you stay with Eleanor.
Okay.
I'll be back soon.
My thanks for coming all this way. It's been a while. Would you care for a peach pie?
What do you want?
Oh, it would do you good to unwind every now and again, you know. Stretch a bow too far and its string is bound to snap.
What do you want?
I would like you to escort this person out of the capital.
Something smells about this. Literally. Where am I taking them?
Somewhere the authorities can't reach them.
Sounds nice. I could do with such a place myself.
No joke. We've been looking for a place to lay low, but we haven't had any luck yet.
Well, come to think of it, I've heard a rumor that it's been a while since the Abbey has had any contact from Titania.
Prison Island.
Titania? But I thought the Abbey was in direct control of that place. Has the situation there gotten that bad since you left?
Sometimes the answer is right under your nose. I think it might work.
Yeah, could make a decent hideout, actually. The Therians could definitely get their fill of malevolence there.
And the Abbey is far too goody-goody to imagine an escaped prisoner would ever return to her prison by her own free will.
At the very least, I'd say it's worth checking out.
I take it our intel has proven useful.
It has. But before we go, have you heard anything about the Abbey harboring demons?
I'm aware there was a demon in the villa, and that it has been relocated.
Where?
I can't say right this moment, but I'm sure we will find out shortly.
All right, then in exchange for this passenger's safety, I want more information on that demon.
You've got a deal. Eisen, I heard about your confrontation with Melchior. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you find him.
Yeah, you really blew that one, Toots.
It's fine. What's done is done.
Have you given up on finding Eifried?
No, I haven't. The crew and I will do whatever we can to quash the Abbey's plans. We do them enough damage, and the Abbey ought to start thinking about putting their hostage to good use. They'll set him up as a trap for us, and that's when we'll steal him back.
Attacking the Abbey to create an opening for his escape.
Clever.
It's what Eifried would do. That's all.
They're taking a while. Yeah.
The Shepherd has a special mission for you. You are to protect the Malak Lafiset and bring him to the Logris Abbey headquarters.
What's wrong? Hey, you want to take a walk around the capital for a bit? I can show you some of the sights. But, You can't trust me. I understand.
No, it's not that. I promise. I'd love to go sightseeing with you, Eleanor.
Lafiset. Well, we'll do it another time, okay?
Why?
It's just, you know, Velvet would get mad at us.
Get mad about what?
Ah, you're done. And who is this?
A VIP entrusted to us by the head of the Bloodwings. We're stowing them away on Titania where the bad guys can't get at them.
The prison island? Just who is this person?
Didn't ask.
What?
Hey, something smells nice.
Huh?
Stop sniffing things. We're leaving.
Who is that caped man?
I do not know, but his hawks seemed extraordinarily well trained.
Trained to hunt, maybe?
I'd imagine. It takes a great deal of time and money to train a bird like that. What is it?
I smell something nice.
Indeed. The scent is somehow familiar. It can't be.
Hmm? What are you two sniffing at?
Aha! They're bloodhounds on the hunt!
But we're talking about hawks hunting, aren't we?
Come again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please excuse my poor manners.
Oh,
You take a job without bothering to ask who you're escorting or why.
The less you know, the less trouble you invite.
That's fair. Sometimes. I'm gonna take that thing off of Eleanor's face. Yeah, let's just... Actually, wait. Nah. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. Go. Oh yeah, that's that thing. Wait, did I save that? There you are. Okay, cool. Where am I going? Okay, I'm going the right way. If Final Fantasy has an issue when it comes to character writing, a lot of the characters don't act like people. They act just kind of weird and just off. It's hard to describe. Some of them come off as really wooden. Probably one of the best examples of how bad they can get is probably 13, or actually, even though the gameplay's fun, Type 0. Type 0 has some of the worst writing that I ever, like, ran into in one of those games. It was so fucking poor. It was so poor, it was actually kind of funny. The intro has, like, a character go through the stages of grief, like, twice. It's kind of hilarious. And by hilarious, I mean I was actually getting pissed when I was watching it. But, yeah, Final Fantasy is just one of those series I think isn't as good as some of the other RPG franchises and just single RPGs out there. You can do a lot better than Final Fantasy. I wouldn't, even if I was like make a list of my favorite RPG games, which I'd actually have to sit down and think about it. I don't think any of the Final Fantasy games would make the list, like, at all. They're just not that great, if I'm gonna be honest. That's really it. That's all there is to it. They're just not all that good. Like, I mean, they're all right. Like I alluded to, 7. I think 7 I don't think is like the best thing ever, and I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I think it's just okay. I think it's overrated in both spectrums. It's weird.
Could you fit my comedy act into tonight's show? I'm still breaking in my new partner, but I can carry the act. I'd appreciate you squeezing us in.
For you, Maggie dear, I'll do it as a personal favor, but you get 200 flat. No expenses, no per diem.
Oh, come on, don't be so stingy.
It gets worse. Our headliner is doubling up after, and the opener flubbed their lines and lost us minutes.
Playing deuce for a cold house? Well, alright, them's the breaks.
What the hell are you even saying?
I'm saying we're going on, and you're my straight man.
What? You are serious?
I'll take care of the actual funny bits. Just act like you always do and we'll be fine. Bonus points if you toss the men in the audience a glare of contempt every now and then. Just trust me.
Oh, hold on. This is all happening so fast. I'm not sure I'm ready for...
You'd better get ready, because the curtain's going up. Hi there! We're Moggy and Val, your lovely comedians for today! Magic Kazam! We're still new to the comedy business, but we'll do our best to give you a memorable show. Now, I'm Moggy, the bright, beaming one in the pair, while my moody little partner here is... Hey, what's wrong, Belle? Everything okay? You need to put some energy into this, or we're in trouble. Come on! If you've got one redeeming feature, it's your moxie.
That might be, but this is different.
I can see you're going through something right now. All right, let's take a deep breath together. Excuse us for just one moment. Velvet, what are you doing? We're losing the audience!
I can't help it. I've never talked in front of such a big crowd before.
Wait, don't tell me you've got stage fright?
So what if I do?
That's so unlike you. Just pretend that you're fighting some nasty exorcist and give it some gusto.
Easy for you to say. I'm embarrassed out here.
Don't be such a girl!
I am a girl.
Just do that, but project your voice!
I can't, and I don't want to.
You're a comedian, you have to! Where's your passion for your newfound art?
I'm not one, and I've never had any.
No, I can see it within you, deep down, the burning passion of a true artist at heart.
I've had enough! I can't do this with you!
Sorry, folks, show's over.
Well,
Good.
You've certainly shown me something new. A comedy team that just stands on stage whispering to each other.
We're going for a brand new comedic style. So, what did you think?
Don't quit your day job.
That's what I thought.
Ah, now she plays the straight man.
I love these stupid idiots.
This is bullcrap. You're gouging us just because you can.
Well, if you want to pay less, maybe you should go find someone more generous. Hmm?
Looks like they're at it again.
Huh? What's happening?
Benwick, snap out of it! Benwick!
Huh? I was haggling for supplies, and...
Tell you what, I'll give you a fair price. Actually, just take what you need. We should all endeavor to help contribute to the common good of humanity, rather than selfishly pursue wanton profit.
What? Are you sure?
No. Wait. What was I saying?
You felt that too, didn't you, kiddo?
Yeah, it disappeared, but I felt a strong force coming from somewhere to the north.
It's called a domain. A Moloch zone of influence.
Wait, if it's north of here, then...
The Empyrean's throne?
Did that happen because of something Innominat and Artorias did?
I don't know.
I've got a bad feeling about this. We should get far away from here, and quickly.
So, the suppression.
Okay,
Well, that was certainly off-putting. But our job with Tabitha...
Ooh, I'm like mixed because I'm running low on time about hitting this one, but eh. Here, you, talk to me real quick.
You alright?
What nonsense are you spouting, youngin'?
That's one spirited old man.
Well, it's just that you suddenly got all polite on me, and you were all like, "Oh no, good chum, worry not about your debt to me."
I thought I said stop spouting nonsense.
It's not nonsense. You did say it. I heard you say it.
He did, but we were all acting strangely. You said, after you, fine sir. And I said, no, I simply couldn't. You first, dear friend. There's no way in hell I would ever let you go first.
Come to think of it, that's right. But he said not to worry about our debts, and now he's taking it back? That's inhuman. Cruel. Ruthless.
They lost control of themselves, but still have their memories. Maybe something was manipulating them.
What in the world happened to us?
I don't get it, but what I do get is that he said we don't owe him nothing. So my debt to you is off, right, old man?
Same here. Same here.
Shut your traps. I'd be flat broke if I let you knuckleheads off the hook. Now shut up and pay up.
Something really strange happened here.
Seems so. And I think this is just the beginning of it.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. What's in here? Actually, that reminds me, I should real quick buy some supplies. Because I know I've been using up life bottles and healing items. So let me run over here real quick, grab supplies, and then double back to the ship. We'll trigger whatever big cutscenes hit, and then we'll stop the recording for today. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Let's buy some apple gels. Life bottle. Oh, we got max life bottles. We got that. Let's just grab these. Any items that'll be good for my characters? Slow ward. Nah, we're good. We're good for now. Usually find better shit in dungeons. In fact, actually at some point, maybe before recording, I should check my inventory for shit that I could use and enhance and break down some stuff and sell crap and all that kind of junk. Probably do that one day before. Yeah, I should probably do that. Alright, let's go to Titania, and then we'll stop there for the cutscenes. Right there it is.
Alright, we're safely on the rolling waves. Don't you think it's time you showed us your face, Mystery Monk?
You're right. My apologies.
I knew it! Prince Percival!
Percival Ilmid Asgard, crowned prince and heir to the throne of the Midgand Kingdom.
So he's next in line, is he?
It looks like someone already had me figured out.
Yes, Your Highness. I could tell from your fragrant wood scent, as only the royal family may wear it. But if I may ask, why?
Must I explain myself to gain your aid? I myself could ask what an exorcist is doing consorting with members of the underworld.
I don't...
It doesn't matter why you're here. On this ship, you're here for us to use to our advantage.
Treat me as you will. It's not like I can ever go back.
For a fellow born with silver spoons spewing out of his mouth, Princey Pooh's rather laid back.
Prince Percival is an upstanding man, renowned for both his intelligence and his fair, just demeanor. It's widely believed that with him on the throne, Midgand's prosperity will continue and...
Look, I played dumb earlier, but I smelled that scent too. He wore it for us to notice. He wanted us to know just what sort of position he held, and how useful he could be to us.
He surprised me, at least.
Do you think we're being led into another trap?
We definitely can't take that possibility off the table.
When the time comes, he'll make a good hostage, if nothing else.
Not if the ones we face are after his life too.
For now, let's just make sure we keep an eye on him.
The prince. He said he couldn't go back.
I wonder why.
He knows more than he's letting on! Quickly! Tie him down and interrogate him! Hey, look, the giant whale. Ah, we're being attacked!
The whole island's a prison. It's like a secret fort or something.
Weirdly quiet, though.
Yeah, I don't see a single exorcist on watch.
Let's scope out the inside.
Okay, let's just poke our heads in and get them chopped off. Why not? And we'll end the episode after the next batch of cutscenes, and yeah, we'll just go from there. I find a lot of times it's easier for me to talk in one of the episodes because there's also less cutscene, so that kind of helps. Wow, everybody's... Wow, Kamawana's a lot... Oh, wait, no, that's because she's kind of squatted a little bit. I was going to say, she's a lot shorter than I thought. Alright, let's, yeah, this.
An exorcist.
Are you alright?
Headless Knight's back.
She's dead.
The Headless Knight is back?
Think this is the demon that attacked her?
Another prison riot?
Kurogane, Dial, you two protect Kamawana and the prince.
Understood.
Oh, time to kill the gorilla.
Monkeys, you're giving me a headache.
Given.
This one must have survived the riot.
Let's see, bush ape. Fucking Magilu puns. I hate them, and I love them at the same time.
My time.
Yeah, we just kind of annihilated him.
So did the Abbey actually fail to quell the riot?
I find that hard to believe. The prison was heavily staffed with exorcists.
Perhaps it was venomization.
Venomization?
A dark ritual, forcing demons to eat each other in order to produce ever stronger demons.
So the demons devoured each other, creating a demon too powerful for the exorcists to control?
I imagine the riot didn't help.
Now whose fault could that have been, I wonder?
Whatever happened doesn't matter to us now. We need to focus on how to take this place for ourselves.
That exorcist from before said something about a headless knight, right?
That one's probably the leader.
Then we hunt it down and destroy it.
Until we capture the island, let's use this room for our staging ground. I'll leave the prince and Kamawana to you two. Eliminate any enemies who come in.
Understood.
Don't expect much from me, but all right.
Kamawana, if anything happens, call for me and I'll come running to protect you, okay?
Okay, you stay safe too, Eleanor.
Let's go.
Okay, let me go back to the save point and we're gonna end for today. Because it's getting late, and, well, late in, as in, like, you know, the long recording session, blah, blah, blah. So let's do this, and then next time we'll take the fort. And I don't know if we're gonna have tabletop stuff, because I think we're not conjoining this week. The DM for Rise of the Rune Lords is missing, not missing, he's off, and his girlfriend's in town, so they're gonna be hanging out, so, you know, it makes sense, like, how dare he have a life, I mean. So they're going to be hanging out, and I don't know if the remainder of us are going to be doing a tabletop thing, or if not. If we don't, I'll try to think of something to talk about. I've been skimming more through the Ruby Phoenix thing, and I have some ideas that I want to run by. I guess I could do that. And, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed Tales of Berseria, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.